Hey guys, this is Zlewikk and welcome back to my Castile into Spain campaign, part 3. You see, in the first two parts I managed to form Spain. That's where we finished the campaign. We have peers over Portugal, Hungary and Austria, as well as Naples. And we're in a really strong position to build up a worldwide empire. Especially that I started going to Africa, my subject. Portugal keeps colonizing and has already Caribbean as the colonial nation. And today I'll be building up to start scaling that even faster. With vacations coming, you might be looking for the new games to play soon. And if you do, you can find some games at a great discounts on the sponsor of this video and about.com, which is a marketplace with plenty of discounts for the cool games that people are playing worldwide. There are hundreds, even thousands of games that you can find here. A lot of them currently being on a discount. So if you want to also support the channel by getting something for yourself, use the link in the pinned comment and check video description because there are some discount codes there as well. I'll start with deleting an army except artillery that I inherited from Aragon. You see, I'm still over the force limit. But this artillery will be used to combine with that stack there. As for the navy, also over the force limit of these guys, I kinda want to keep the transport ships. But maybe just some of them. I don't need all. And delete the rest of this fleet. So now with this few adjustments, my balance is really nice. And I will be investing extra money into monuments, because I just took over Malta. That is already 5% war score cost versus other religions, but you want to get it on level 3. And obviously continue improving Granada, Alhambra, to get the 5% admin efficiency. What I am also stacking is diplomatic annexation cost, because you'll see that it is already at the level of minus 40%, and I'm about to get 25% here, and 15% here. I also just recently got 25% from this bonus. We got to start stating the promises we got from Aragon. At least the ones here in Iberia. It would be a shame to not do that. I am ahead in the middle tech, so how about we... actually. So this is diplomatic, and I'm ahead in the admin tech. I'm actually gonna use admin 1 for... Now the question is, do we want to keep doing tax? Yes, because it's also province governing cost. Let's do that. Obviously we don't have any more possible rivals. Would have expected that. Over 200 income, and I'm slightly over the gov capacity. So I'll go and invest that money that I have saved to build some card houses and have a bit of fun. Actually the income should be much higher because I've lost merchants when I formed Spain temporarily. So now with these merchants updated, the income is actually 240. Trade is problematic with this kind of empire, because I need to conquer Italy and ideally France and England to like have it perfectly united. So we will be getting there, but very slowly. So you also make sure to destroy some of the castles that are no longer required in that empire. This one, like this one, even this one. I'll keep some on the border with France for sure. Yeah, 130 balance is definitely gonna be useful. Look, I actually have a mission to get my stability to 3, and I can do that via papacy, because I have all of the bonuses that I needed. Let's do that. We definitely do need to get the burghers loyal though. It's time to get the Sevilla mission here. We need a shipyard, marketplace, and a bit of deving. It needs also an expanded infrastructure. Deving has to be 10. So we need 6 more dev clicks. So now the buildings are only missing. There goes the annexation cost. Could I show you an example, like Austria cost? It's too early. Naples. Yeah, I think it should be fine. We just need to improve relations. So Naples annexation cost now, already minus 40%, is 735. Right? When I take this, that cost is gonna decrease to 429, and I'm still yet to get that bonus. Let's just not annex them until I get it. Since I'll be freeing my relation slots by annexing the subjects, about that, let's annex Navarra. which is gonna take a few months. Let me start allying electors of the Holy Roman Empire, because we want to dismantle the HRE ASAP. So the port of Sevilla, it's giving me local trade power. It's actually not bad since we have a PO on Portugal. They were stealing a lot of our trade in that node. See if that's gonna make any difference. It makes a bit of a difference. How about this? Reales Atazaras. Now we have enough shipyards and lightships. In exchange, I'm gonna get for 25 years trade efficiency, ship trade power, treasure fleet. And Spain gets taming the vast sea until the end of the game. Ah, yeah, I'm gonna be able to build their unique ships, right? So the Galeons are giving additional heavy ship compatibility and hull size, and Caravel's ship trade power modifier. Let's actually build them to the limit. Since only Hesse is an emperor, I did manage just right now to get alliance with every single of the electors. So I could probably, if I wanted to, I could become an emperor. But I want to dismantle the HRE. So only thing that they have to do now is to attack either Hesse directly, or one of their allies that is outside of the HRE. But I don't think they have one. Let's just declare on Hesse directly. You see they have almost no troops. I can even call in some of these guys. Actually, I'm gonna call them in. Or no, because if their capitals gets occupied, I'm not dismantling HRE. So let's just do that. Just -1 stability, so it's little AE. Let's have some fun. So I only have to go and occupy their capital. Because I don't need to win the war or something, I just need to have their capital occupied. So I'm gonna focus on that. Notice it just took me almost nothing. Ah, Triera is their ally. I'm on my way. To make it even more fun, I just got an event. Not this one. Just got an event for an additional diplomatic annexation cost for the next 5 years. I'm gonna let it auto-click in a few months. Can I finish my ideas in the next 5 years? I don't think so. So that's a bit too early. I mean, if I dismantle the HRE, maybe, because that's gonna be additional mana. Let's actually try producing as many nations as possible to get my prestige to 100. So then from dismantling the HRE, I'm gonna get more mana. I can also go ahead and start improving Malta to level 2. Some speed up of my manpower because I have plenty. Okay, we are done. Let's just go ahead and dismantle the HRE, see if 100 prestige. This additional 100 prestige, which is gonna be converted into mana. So instead of 111 of Diplo mana, I'm at 211. But I still don't think that's enough to finish off the ideas before 1523. Let's just peace out this war. I really don't care about the outcome. Because now we can really quickly conquer Europe. Especially when more countries convert to Protestant. Let's see, if I wanted to annex Naples, what's the cost now? The cost now is just 245. That's why I'm gonna start annexing them. I think I'm gonna keep Austria and Hungary. Even though I could annex them easily and very quickly, I'm gonna keep it, keep both of them because they're useful allies. Just to siege down stuff. Naples probably as well. Yeah, I'm not gonna annex them yet. Let's leave that for later. And let's also clear our relations limits. We don't need that many. Oh, we don't need that many allies. I mean, we need allies, just ones that are useful. So I broke the HRE alliances and see who'd like to ally us instead. I only need the big boys. Great Britain is gonna be PU'd. Let's try Denmark. Do they have an heir? They don't, so we could also try getting our heir on their throne. Anyway, let me declare on France. Let's make it Conquest of Liege. I unfortunately don't really have good casus belli. I'll have to wait for that to complete religious ideas on Tech 14, but we'll be getting there. So France is having 90,000 troops. It's not gonna be an easy war. This is definitely the last moment to stop this France because they're scaling just too fast. They have really good army quality. And yeah, I assume we're gonna have issues in that war. But hey, I do have Poland, 40k troops and Tech 8. And Lithuania have 30k troops. Ah, yeah, right, I can get another golden era from that mission that I clicked at the end of the last session. I forgot about that. I also saw Genoan army fighting with Naples and did not help them on purpose because they were losing. What I can do now is attack Genoan navy that is heavily destroyed after that previous battle. And you see, I'm keeping my stacks in pairs, like this 3 around each other, this 2 around each other, just so, most importantly, France is afraid to attack us, but in case they do attack, I'm just prepared to reinforce. The sun never sets. It's not really true for the Spanish Empire yet, but yeah, I'm not gonna complain. Let's see, I did make a mistake of attacking them -2. But I'm also very well prepared for that battle and I have a lot of reinforcements around, so yeah, they didn't even bother reinforcing it. I'll be separate piecing all the French allies, just to make sure that France next time we fight with them is gonna be much weaker. Now we're getting into a very good scenario where France still has a huge army, but no actual income. So if we take a look at country where enemies, see they have 29 of income, and let's see how the treasury changes over a month. 35, 17. So they keep losing money, but we need to decrease this even further. Look, they're really desperate. They were stacking so much battles against us, but I was on time to reinforce it. There goes Age of Reformation, so less impact, but we are gonna unlock Spanish field marshals, but more importantly, the province wars cost. I'm just wondering if the 70k has anywhere to run away to. Well, we'll not know until we check. Where and why are you running? I think they're just going to Tuscany at this point, aren't you? Yeah. French income is down to 8 ducats. And their loans up to just 2. How is it even possible? Anyway, now France is just down to alliance of Scotland and Ferrara. And I'm gonna take from them all of this. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a very strategic promise that we are taking. Money? Yeah, sure, that's for the monument. And that money is to release a few of subjects. First of all, actually, Orléans or Champagne? Which one I wanted to release? Orléans has all of this. Champagne has all of this. So actually, Orléans is gonna be better. So we're gonna release Hello? We're gonna release Gascony. Toulouse. Wait, Brittany still exists? Ah, I took armor just for Brittany. Got a bit trolled. I guess this is fine. Now, I have all of this course to reconquer, all of this course, and all of this course, which is gonna be obviously great fuel for our next war with France. Since there's a new age, I should also change my tier 3 guarantee form, as this is now useless. The new autonomy in territory sounds good. I can also take the mission for the Tercios, which is the tier 5 guarantee form that allows me to start building the Tercios. That, as you see, is having shock damage received. I'm gonna replace a big chunk of my infantry with them. The AE is totally not a problem. Oh look, Russia forms in the meantime. But yeah, I can go and speed up Malta a little bit. Then take a loan. And start improving it to level 3. How many bonuses we have in this age? I have to enforce religion on someone. I don't think any of my subjects are of wrong religion, yeah. Why is the disaster loading again? Because I have province with 3 unrest in the Low Countries. Which one? This one. Just increase the autonomy. Fixed. I can finally ping the Grand New World Charters, which is allowing me to get an Explorer, which allows me to get a mission plus Ultra, which is Colonial Range, and Expansionist. Yeah, let's increase to our Emperor Enrique. How about this? Oh, I need actual ideas for that. Well, I don't plan to take one. Discovering Moluccas. It's gonna give us claims over there. I can get close to Sevilla. Discovering Caribbean, having a colony there, already kinda have it. Trade power in Gibraltar. Well, that's something I would like to do. Because I have 62%, so I can simply bring my fleet and fix it. There it is. In exchange, I'm gonna get some trade efficiency, burgers, loyalty, and an event that gives me, until the end of the game, 1% settlers chance and a bit of global settlers increase. Okay, move my capital to Madrid from Toledo. Got to Toledo paper early on, and I could get class in Madrid. Well, why not? Let me just make sure. Oh yeah, I already have the card house here. It's time to expand a bit into Africa. So Mr. Timbuktu, we declare the war on you. I want Yolov to be co-belligerent, so I can take all of the terrains at once. Here goes the last influence idea, which also gives me the estate's loyalty, diplomatic policies, discipline, and obviously the diplomatic annexation cost. So as told you, we've hit minus 80%. I will show you after the war how cheap it is gonna be to annex Naples. In the meantime, I can simply attack the Mamluks to also clear the borders a bit here. Now, the only bottleneck of the country is lack of good CBs, so definitely my next idea group is gonna be religious, but I'm fine with my diplomat generation. I'm also about to finish the great project here. Right now, the Wars Caucus of Timbuktu is actually 145. I'm having too little stuff done here. A real unify culture? What do I need? Did I give Zamora to Portugal by an accident? Via event. Yeah, to unify culture I have to annex Portugal, which is not gonna happen. I'm not killing Portugal. We have to convert a nation in Europe. That Commonwealth. It's good that they're our allies. Very little countries are actually. Okay. I could do that on Serbia. Oh yeah, let's just declare already. Have some fun. Oh, Ignacio de Loyola. That's a cheaper advisor for Unris. So actually something that I was looking for. It's also cheaper. Let me get him level 4. So many papal points, but I still no chance to fight with Pope for the papacy. At least influence ideas give unjustified demands, so even if I'm taking so much from Timbuktu, it's very little of extra people points to pay, so I'm not that worried. Now, not taking anything else from Serbia, just enforcing the religion of them, so I get the second bonus in Age of Reformation to get the Wars Caucus a bit faster. Malta forts are finished, so I can take a big chunk of Timbuktu easily. I'm gonna come back to this discussion. Name placement is improving. And I'm a bit overextended. But will be just fine. I could release a subject here to fix it. How about release Fulo actually? I cannot because I'm at war. Yeah, just core it, it's fine. I also sent the colonies to 13 colonies. Just next to these guys here. So I can start creating my own colonial nations. With 50 crown I can embrace the system of councils. Use a new tier 1 guarantee form instead of default feudal nobility. That gives me diplomatic relations. This means more subjects. Monarch admin skill. And system of councils buttons. So this is increasing based on the ruler's stats and average autonomy. My average autonomy is actually not that bad, 42%. And then at maximum I'm gonna get admin efficiency. Wow. Okay, and these buttons, what did they give? So for 50 council consensus I can get monthly admin mana. And for 10 years admin costs interest per annum 1%. Missionaries. This guy gives Cali compatibility, settler stuff. And this guy, manpower cover speed. Okay, I want that admin efficiency for sure from this. This must be one of the weakest reformations that I've ever seen. Like, AIs. Like, what are you doing?
Why are you the way that you are?
Anyway, that's what I'm taking from the Mamluks. And all of these northern provinces will be given to a new subject. Whose name is do look at here. Well, maybe except Sinop, which I will add to the trade company. Mr. Ichisi, I think it's time to 60,000. Okay, I need a bit more of an army here in the New World. On the milestone, 300 of income. I was building spy network on Kong just to finally steal some maps in Africa. Let's start with Sahel. And then next, Niger. Yeah, and looks like Portugal is going to South America. They got Rio de Plata. So I can focus on North America. Denmark is also trying to do so, but with not much success. Let's see how fast we can annex Naples. Should be about 3 years, and this is while the development is 165. They're pretty useless at this point, no army. We'll just integrate them. Yeah, it's actually just 2 years. That's how nice our stack modifiers are. Okay, I've got 25,000 prepared against 60,000 of natives. For tier 6, we can't go for the parliament. Absolute is also of no use yet, but improved relations and Diplo-Rep for faster annexation should be definitely of use. Taking all of this in the New World should be definitely a nice boost to the colonial nation that I'll create here. If Caribbean finally discovered, its additional settlers increase and a conquistador. Since I have a colonial in Caribbean, my subject has some settler chance. For La Plata, again, my subject. I could probably leave these bonuses for later, but I richly don't care. Here I'll also need a church in a body. Can I build it? I can't. Portugal has to build it. Or this guys directly. So let me send them a few ducats. Please do it yourself. And they are building. But a marketplace. Here goes annexation of Naples. Improving our borders. I will at one point make myself higher percentage in Genoa, but that's not yet that time. There we are. My first ever colonial nation in this campaign, obviously. Florida, I don't think that's a good name. How about we call it 13 Zlewikks? And that's gonna be a crown colony. That gives us the triangle trade. We also hit admin points cap. I guess I go deaf. Well, yeah, with the money that I have saved, it's time for you, Granada. Let's get you on level 2. Not speeding up for now. A bit of an expansion here in the New World. Again, 13 Zlewikks, but also my future Louisiana colony. And I'm already in preparations for the war against these guys, and then we go into Mexico. There it is. So, Province Force Caucus. Let's find someone of the different religion. Someone big. How about Russia? Their Wars Caucus is 387, but once I take this down to 239. Now it's minus 60%, and then I'm building up the admin efficiency from this, and soon also from Alhambra. Since I have this on full, I could just pick one of these few bonuses. But I don't really need any of this. I mean, yeah, additional missionary is always gonna be great. You know what's funny? Great Britain is eligible to become Anglican, but they took a Defender of Faith, so they can't get the event by being Defender of Faith. So let me take it over from them to save them and let them become Anglican. Truces funds ended. Let me immediately declare on them for the reconquest of like whatever. Let's make it Toulouse as a next buy. Calling Denmark, calling Commonwealth. That's gonna be just a disaster for France. Just starting with the siege of Paris. Oh, I'm so sorry. There it is. Anglican started. Which means if I take this, I'm gonna get PUCB on Great Britain. Nice. I will send... Oh no! Conquistador is busy sieging down France, but I'm gonna send a conquistador to just hunt for the 7 cities. Taking all of my subject scores. It's like almost half of France is only 33 AE. People just don't care. So I can now immediately go ahead and start annexing all 3 of them. See, Toulouse is gonna cost me 85 mana to integrate. This guy's 88. This guy's 64. That's how quick and easy the annexation is working. So in less than a year, we're gonna be done. Rain in France. It's nothing really crazy, it's just perma-power projection, but it's gonna be good because we will not have eligible rivals soon. France is starting to finally look as it should. Colonial Mexico. Actually, before even Louisiana. I don't have enough provinces in Louisiana. But that's not gonna be New Spain, but that's gonna be New Zlewikk. And also a crown colony. We want to get that manpower and first limit for these coins. For now it's very little, but we're gonna scale this. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What is happening, 13 Zlewikks? Do you need help? I think you do. So when that happens to your colony, just go and enforce peace on whoever is beating their ass. And I'm gonna enforce peace in this case. Otherwise I'll be just fighting, which wouldn't be that bad. Alhambra, finally here we go. You know what, let's get these colonies and give them some bonuses, like send officers with additional quality of the armies. And you can just... Okay, 10% of my manpower is actually a lot, especially that I'm lacking a bit of manpower, so maybe let's not do that much. But let's definitely give both 5 ducats of subsidies. I'm having so much good mana generation that I'm hitting the mill points cap all the time. It might actually also be that I'm expanding too slowly to actually leverage our resources, but I'm just using that for cool deving. I have nothing against deving ever. Another subject I will create is gonna be here in the Middle East, and that's gonna be Iraq, which altogether with Dulkat you feed with all of these provinces. And there we're done with Alhambra, so our admin efficiency is gonna be at 10% in a bit too early time. More importantly, can I break the relations between Denmark and Great Britain? Absolutely yes. So I can prepare this navy to attack Great Britain. Restoration of Union. Commonwealth is gonna help us. Oh, yeah, attack by mine accident. They have 34. British army is a joke. And also doing a giga push here in Africa. Declaring on all of the stations at once. With Tech 12, it's not only fixing temporarily our gov capacity, but it also unlocks state houses, which will fix my gov capacity forever. Actually, bursting counter information might not be that bad for us, because it's 2 additional missionaries. Do we really need it? Wouldn't be so bad. But the tolerance of heretics is gonna hurt. Although I don't have any heretics, I just embraced it, the quarter reformation. I just convert everything. From Great Britain, I'm not only making them my personal union, but I'm also taking free trade centers here to just take over the English Channel. Remember, you can still trade from your personal union. And this is Invade England mission, which gives me power projection and forces Great Britain to be Catholic. I'm so sorry, Mr. Great Britain. But yeah, let's take a look at our players map mode now. Yeah, not so bad, huh? Oh yeah, did I mention that nobody cares that I PO'd to Great Britain? Yeah, they're a different religion. Look, this is before. Let me do some separate pieces now. Yes, of course, Poland called me in the middle of piecing out. I'll be fine. And this is after. Yes, before I accept. I don't want to leave with this overextension. Before I accept, I'll release one big subject around here, which is gonna be... Yes, Air, you are back on the map. Before I accept that, could I start annexing Dulkat here? Yes, I just need to get these relations a bit... you know what? I have to accept, because I would automatically lose that alliance. But yeah, we're not stopping. But... I will stop the campaign here, I mean this episode here. I think we're in a very good position with 350 income, 230 force limit, 200,000 maximum power and 4,500 great power score. I hope guys you enjoyed this campaign so far. And you better get ready for the next episode, because in the next episode I'm gonna pick religious ideas and start expanding all in. I may be forming Roman Empire. I might form it next session, I might just form it at the very end of the campaign. But if you want to watch this next episode, maybe episodes, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Bye!